dear students, today we are going to start the first chapter of a supplementary reader whose title is The Third Level, written by Jack Finney. Jack Finney was an American author, and there is a speciality about him, and that is his date of birth and his date of death. He was born on 2nd October 1911 and left this world on 14th November 1995. 2nd October and 14th November are important dates for all the Indians, and both the dates are celebrated every year by every Indian. So I hope that from now onwards you are also never going to forget the relation of Jack Finney with these two important dates. Jack Finney was nostalgic for the past and wanted to stay in the past because the past was much more peaceful, secure, and serene. Let us find out by reading this chapter why did he feel so. Before we start reading the chapter, there is a question given for all of us to think about the answer. Have you ever had any curious experience which others find hard to believe? It means that have you ever come across any such situation in your life which, when shared with others, they did not believe it at all? Think about it because the narrator had such experience in his life. He felt that there are three levels of Grand Central Station, but the presidents of the New York Central, the presidents of the New York New Haven, and even the president of Hartford Railroads, they were very much sure that there were only two levels because they had the timetable of the railway station. But even though the narrator did not agree to it, and because of this, he went and met to his psychiatrist friend and discussed the same with him. And what was the reply of his friend? He said it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. He said he was unhappy. The narrator was unhappy, that is why he just wanted to escape from the present. He also said that the modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and all the rest of it. Means so many problems are there in the present life. That is why people feel happy when we think about the past time. Even his friend said that as the narrator was fond of collecting stamps, which is again a temporary refuge from reality, because stamp collection is related to the past. So, his friend felt that collecting stamps is also a type of escape from reality. But his grandfather started his collection and he was completely happy and satisfied in his life. So, this was the excuse or this was the logic given by the narrator that how can it be a medium of escape, because the grandfather was completely happy and satisfied, but then also he was fond of collecting stamps, and same the narrator is doing, so it cannot be a medium of escape. He also gave the logic that even President Roosevelt also collected stamps, and the president cannot be considered as an unhappy person. So, anyway, then he started telling about his experience regarding the third level of the Grand Central Station. That day he was late for his home, so he was in a hurry to reach to his house and go and meet his wife. So what he did, that he decided to take the subway from Grand Central Station because it is much faster than the bus. Now he introduces himself that his name is Charlie and he is a common man who is 31 years old and was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. Now, tan gabardine suit is thick, tightly woven suit, a cloth which is thick and which is purposely used for making a suit. He also tells that he saw many other people who were just like him, and he wasn't trying to escape from anything, rather, he wanted to go to his wife Louisa as soon as possible. Now, from Vanderbilt Avenue, he turned into Grand Central Station and went down the steps to the first level, and then he goes to the second level from where he could take the subway, but he gets lost. Here, Charlie says that he had been in and out of Grand Central Station hundreds of times, but he always bumps into new doorways and stairs and corridors. He even tells that once he got into a mile-long tunnel and came out in the lobby of Roosevelt Hotel. Another time, he came up in an office building on 46th Street, 3 blocks away. So he felt that Grand Central is growing like a tree, pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. Because every time, whenever he used to visit Grand Central Station, he used to come across new corridors and new staircases. That is why he is comparing here it with a tree who is having numberless branches. Then he tells about other branches or other ways how he has reached to the third level of Grand Central Station. He even felt that it has been an exit, a way of escape. Maybe that is how the tunnel I got into. But I never told my psychiatrist friend about that idea. So sometime he also felt that it is a means of escape, but he did not tell about this feeling to his psychiatrist friend. Then he has so many reasons for telling that the third level really existed. While proceeding further, he went down a short flight of stairs and came out on the third level at Grand Central Station. For just a moment, he thought he was back on the second level, but he found some difference around him. He saw that the room was much smaller in comparison to the second level. There were fewer ticket windows and train gates, and the information booth in the center was wood and old looking. These all are the differences between the second level and the third level. Then the man in the booth wore a green eye shade and long black sleeve protectors. The lights were dim and sort of flickering. So all these are important to focus, that what is the difference between the second level and the third level, or what are the points which made the narrator believe that the third level really existed. Then he mentions about some other things which he notices were making this level different from the second level. After that, he mentions that everyone in the station was dressed like 1890 something. He never saw so many beards, sunburns, and fancy mustaches in his life. A woman walked up through the train gate. She wore a dress with leg of mutton sleeves. Means he is mentioning that the dressing style of the people was old fashioned. And he even caught a glimpse of a locomotive, a very small Courier and Aves locomotive with a funnel shaped stack, that he is telling about the engine of a railway. Now, that engine is having funnel shaped stack because earlier engines used to run on coal. To make sure, he walked over to a new boy and glanced at the stack of papers at his feet. So when he went to a newspaper boy, then he found that the boy was having the newspaper named The World, which hasn't been published for years. So he was very much sure that he was at the third level and he was in the past. And the lead story on that newspaper was about the president Cleveland, who was the president at that time. And when he went to the library to find out the date, he found that that newspaper was published on the date 11th June 1894, which made him sure to believe that yes, he was on the third level of Grand Central Station. Then he turned towards the ticket window, knowing that here on the third level at Grand Central, he could buy tickets and would take Louisa, his wife, anywhere in the United States they wanted to go. In the year 1894, he wanted 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. Now, Galesburg, Illinois is the place where he did his schooling from. That is why he was fond of that place and he wanted to revisit that place with his wife. He also felt that in 1894, summer evenings were twice as long and people sat out on their lawns, the men. Now, why he is saying that they were twice as long? That means that time people were not rushing too much here and there for anything. They were having a peaceful life. They were not that much busy in comparison of today. So all the things around him made him to believe that he was visiting the past. Then when he went to the ticket window and asked 2 tickets for him, then he found out that the currency which he was having, that currency was not up to date. And even the clerk who was sitting there to give the ticket, he warned him that was he trying to cheat him if he is trying to do so, because the currency which he showed was not in use. So he did not take that money and told him that he is trying to cheat, and for that he could even be imprisoned. Now he did not want to be imprisoned, so he came back from there, and after coming back he went to get the old currency, and for that he had to pay more amount of money. He was having $300 in his bank and he took out all his money, and from that he bought $200. So he got less amount, not even 200, less than $200 in old style bills. But he did not bother about it because he felt that in 1894 the things were much cheaper, so he will be able to survive in that less amount of money also. But he had a great desire to go and spend some time in his past. Then he went again to that Grand Central Station, but he was never able to find the third level and he could never go there. Now his wife was quite worried about this, that the husband is in search of the third level, which she also believed did not exist. Then after some trials for the search of the third level, when he could not find it, he gave up and he went back to his stamp collection. Then now see, here it is written, but now we are both looking every weekend. Now both looking, even his wife also accompanied him in search for the third level. And then they had proof that the third level is still there. After some time, they realized that his friend Sam disappeared. And he was a city boy, and whenever he used to share about his childhood to Sam, Sam also had a desire to live the life of a village boy. And according to the narrator, even Sam wanted to visit Galesburg, because the narrator had already told quite a stories about Galesburg and its beauty and its peaceful atmosphere. So now he was very much sure that the third level existed because Sam had found it. Now, one night, fussing with his stamp collection, what he found, he came across a first day cover. And what is a first day cover? First day cover is, see, when a new stamp is issued, stamp collectors buy some stamps and use them to mail envelopes to themselves on the very first day of sale, and the postmark proves the date. The envelope is called a first day cover, and they are never opened because there is always a blank paper kept in the envelope. When the people, those who want to get the first stamp, they send a letter to themselves because the letter is to themselves. That is why they always keep a blank page. What a person is going to write to himself or herself. Now he finds that first day cover in his stamp collection. That night, among his oldest first day covers, he found one that shouldn't have been there. Means he was not expecting such a first day cover, but he got it. And when he opened it, then he found that there was not a blank paper, there was a letter inside it. And that letter was signed by Sam. And in that, he had mentioned that he was successful in searching the third level. So he told Charlie also to keep searching for the third level because the third level really existed. Now, at the stamp and coin store, he went and found out that even Sam had bought $800 worth of old style currency because he wanted to go and do hay and grain business. He wanted to settle there in the past. And the narrator also says that he could not do his present day business because he was a psychiatrist in the present time, and the job of psychiatrist will not work in the past because in the past everyone is having a peaceful life, so there is no need of any psychiatrist. Now people are tense, they feel insecure, they are in depression because of the today's um, hustle and bustle. That is why they are in need of psychiatrist in today's time. So this letter makes him believe that the third level really existed. But actually, what the conclusion is,